The Humble Warrior, Spiritual Tools for Living a Purposeful Life by Forte. Introduction. Right now you are listening to this book for a reason. God, the universe, your higher self, whatever your belief system, wants you to experience the wisdom within these pages or to give the Humble Warrior to someone in your life who could use it. The Humble Warrior is an enlightened daily practice for men. It is intended to enable you to slow down, look within, handle the obstacles in your life with grace, and ultimately live a more purposeful life. I call this practice of inner contemplation and review spiritual fitness. For over 30 years, I've completed this practice consistently, every day, and the rewards continue to astound. I've healed a deep pain in my life and can see an ever-unfolding clear path before me. It is my hope that in reading or listening to The Humble Warrior, you choose to apply the 7 easy daily practices I'm about to share with you, so that you too can develop a life of solid discipline, commitment, and devotion that will propel you to transcend your personal pain and suffering and fulfill your life's greater purpose. The origin of the Humble Warrior book. On December 25th, 2014, a voice commanded me to write. Write what? I started writing a stream of consciousness style, and my pen wrote by itself: book, radio show, website, blog. I didn't have any idea what the message meant, but it sparked an urge in me to lay my journals of the past 17 years out on the bed. However, since I didn't know what to write or even how to start, I left them lying there and headed to a yoga class. As I moved through the various postures at the class, my teacher, Jane, said, "Go into the Humble Warrior position." So I lay down on my right side and planted my forearms and third eye solidly against the ground. As soon as I bowed my head, touched the hard surface of the floor, tears suddenly gushed down my cheeks. My wife and I had filed for divorce a month earlier. There it was, the death of my marriage. The floodgates opened. Lying on the floor, I now understood why the pose was called the Humble Warrior, because I was filled with a deep sense of reverence and humility. As the yoga flow continued, I then shifted onto my left side. This time, when my forearms and third eye touched the ground, I felt love, compassion, forgiveness, and kindness, as if a beaming smile had just poured itself directly into my heart. The last position of the class was called Shavasana. I lay in stillness on my back, shut my eyes, and observed my breathing return to a relaxed state. I inhaled deeply and immediately heard a beautiful voice say, "You now have the name of your book, radio show, and your blog. Call it the Humble Warrior. Go forth and do this to heal, grow, and share." In the first part of the book, I will share my personal story. You will learn about my experience that led me directly to hear the voice, which I now know to be God at work in my life. I offer the Humble Warrior to you from my heart in the hopes that by sharing my story, you or someone you love will be uplifted. I hope that my story plants some seeds of faith in you for overcoming the obstacles you encounter in your life. In the second part of this book, I share the principles of a Humble Warrior and my spiritual fitness tools that will help you to align with your best self. As a former Division I athlete, current yogi, and spiritual entrepreneur, I originally came up with the term spiritual fitness to align both worlds, to create the ultimate body, mind, and spirit workout. This practice will help you discover your greater truth and highest love, even in the midst of challenge and circumstances. Got God? It's extremely important to me to try to be as neutral and balanced about the word God as possible. Please substitute the term that is most significant and meaningful to you as you listen to the Humble Warrior. Universe, Goddess, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Mother Mary, Great Spirit, Almighty, Higher Power. I discovered it was only possible for me to overcome the difficult obstacles in my life by first developing a relationship with God. The spiritual fitness practices I've created became the daily key for me to develop this profound relationship, even with the busyness of my life. I realize you may operate on overdrive as much as I do. I offer my spiritual fitness tools to all my brothers so that you can reconnect to God, even in the midst of your very busy life. Through discipline and devoted practice, I've learned my life purpose: to love others, to love myself, to stay in love and action, and share what I've learned about loving myself with others. When we love ourselves and commit to loving others, we can share infinite light with the world. We are the light. Although we cannot avoid pain, we can make choices and create changes in our lives. We can put an end to harming ourselves and others. The story you're about to listen to is about freedom. Finding it, seeking it, losing it, and finding it again. Through baseball, weightlifting, gambling, and partying. Through money, entrepreneurship, living the American dream, and hitting rock bottom. Through running, swimming, divorce, weight training, yoga, and in diving deep into spirituality, a humble warrior is born. Many blessings on your journey. Live brave.